This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
Developing tonight, St. Louis police searching for a teenager who escaped the juvenile detention center on Enright Avenue last night. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush. Sources tell our I-team the 17-year-old boy is facing murder and assault charges. He's been out for nearly 24 hours. Our report tonight from 5 on your side's Travis Cummings.
A 17-year-old young man was out on the street Sunday after escaping from the juvenile detention center on Enright Avenue. A spokesperson for the 22nd Judicial Circuit, which runs the facility, says the teen escaped from his cell just before 6 Saturday evening. He's been at the facility since December 8th, held on charges of second-degree murder and first-degree assault from a homicide back in October 2023.
Multiple sources told our I-team that police dogs searched the premises for the 17-year-old. They only stumbled upon his shirt. Surveillance video shows him escaping through the parking lot by rolling under a security gate.
Sources say the teen was last seen walking north along Vandevenner. Neighbors close to the facility expressed concern but chose not to go on camera. This isn't the first time something like this has happened at this facility or the detention center on Hogan Street either. 5 on your side has reported on more than a dozen teens getting away from the facilities since 2021 and many even before that. In the past, there have been keys stolen from desks, assaults on staff members, and windows broken. The how in this escape remains a mystery. Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
And sources tell our I-team the teen was last seen wearing green pants, a gray shirt, and black and white shoes. He also has a swollen lip and a black right eye. We have reached out to police for more details, and as soon as we hear something, we will let you know. And if you have any information on the escapee's whereabouts, you can leave a tip to Crime Stoppers. That number is 866-371-TIPS.
Everyone wants to feel safe. That's the very least that everyone wants to feel.
It was a violent weekend on both sides of the river. 2 separate shootings left 2 teenagers hospitalized. One of them is still in critical condition. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay shows us how the impact of this violence goes well beyond the physical scars.
It's really devastating. It's sad. I can't help but think about the long-term impacts for these young people.
It's a life-changing event. No matter what age you are, being a victim of gun violence impacts you forever. Counseling psychologist Dr. Jamaica Cooper says that impact goes even deeper at a young age.
Now, based on what's happened, they're going to have a lens that they see everything through, and that lens is going to be really tainted through violence.
Unfortunately now, 2 more teens in the bi-state will have that tainted lens. The first shooting happened in Alton Saturday just before 3 p.m. A 13-year-old girl was standing on a porch near the intersection of Highland Avenue and Silver Street when she was shot. When police arrived, they found the teen inside and performed life-saving measures. She was taken to a St. Louis area hospital with serious injuries. Less than 24 hours later, on the other side of the river, St. Louis police responded to a shooting in the 5500 block of Floyd early Sunday morning. That's when they found a 14-year-old boy suffering from gunshot wounds. But according to Dr. Cooper, more scars and the physical ones will need to be healed.
When crime, violence, trauma, any of that occurs at a young age, it makes it difficult to develop, become an adult, and see the world as a normal, safe place.
I spoke with several people here in the neighborhood. Many of them told me that they did not hear the gunshots early Sunday morning here on Floyd Avenue. None of them wanted to go on camera, but all of them said this issue with teens and gun violence needs to be fixed.
It used to be a very isolated incident, only occurring in these areas to these people. Now it's occurring everywhere to everyone. So it's everyone's family at risk. So for that reason, we really have to do something about it.
Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Both of these shootings are still under investigation. We'll bring you updates on air and online as we continue to learn more about these developing stories. We've got some new information about a deadly shooting that happened at Forestwood Park in Ferguson. We now know the name of the man who was killed. 47-year-old Daryl Allen Shannon was found by police in a parking lot around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. He lived in Jennings, and his next of kin have been notified. Ferguson police have taken a person of interest into custody relating to that homicide. No charges have been made yet. A man charged with domestic assault and kidnapping was released this weekend on a personal recognizance bond. Police say Martez Hopgood held his ex-girlfriend and her child hostage at a home on Terry Avenue last December. The woman told police she and her child were able to escape and fled to another home about a block away. This was all caught on a Ring doorbell camera. Hopgood was arrested a little over 2 weeks ago in connection with that incident. One of the conditions for his release is that he has to wear a GPS monitor. His next court hearing is set for February 20th. A man is in the hospital this morning after being injured under a Metrolink track. Officers from the Bureau of Transit were at the scene just before 10 last night. There, they found the man lying in a field between Lambert Airport's Terminal 2 and the North Hanley station. The man was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. The incident stopped traffic between the two stations for about an hour and a half. This is the second time someone's been found injured close to Metrolink tracks in a week. The city of St. Louis tells 5 on Your Side that they've secured housing for Heritage House seniors through the end of the month. They'll be split between the Cozy Suites in the Central West End and the downtown Weston. The city says it's working with private and public funds to cover the cost of the hotels. It's also working to secure moving services for the seniors. This comes nearly 3 weeks after Heritage House residents were forced to leave their homes due to flooding from burst pipes. Local foodies were having a field day this afternoon, getting a little taste of Soulard. Early Mardi Gras events featured drink specials and Cajun-inspired food from dozens of local restaurants and bars. It wrapped up just a few minutes ago, but if you're still hungry for more Mardi Gras, Soulard's got you covered next weekend. There's going to be a theme gala on Saturday hosted by the mayor, and the crown jewel of the season, the Bud Light Grand Parade, will take place on Sunday. U.S. strikes in Yemen, meeting retaliation from Houthi rebels. How U.S. officials are responding to threats of escalation in the Middle East. And Missouri Governor Mike Parson at the Mexican border, what he and more than a dozen other lawmakers are saying about migrants coming into the country.